you want to know how to change your life, I give it to you in 3 words, boring as it sounds: raise your standards. Everybody in life gets their musts. They don't get their shoulds. Most people have a list of shoulds, don't they? Don't you have a list of things you should do, you should follow through on? I should lose some weight, I should work out more, I should get into the office earlier. People love to have their should lists be met, but it's kind of like New Year's resolutions. You kind of know it's not going to happen. But when you decide something is a must for you, when you cut off any possible, you say, I'm going to find the way, or I'm going to make the way. Human beings, when they resolve things, when they make a real resolution inside themselves, which is they raise the standard and they make it a must, they find a way to make things work. Because somewhere when we make this click, when we make something a must, we attach ourselves to it. It becomes part of our identity. Whatever people have their identity attached to, they live. We live who we believe we are. Your physical body today is an absolute reflection of only one thing: not your goals, not your desires, but your standards. If your standard is you're an athlete, then there's a certain amount of strength, a muscle tone, and energy that's available in your body on a regular basis because that's who you are. And so you do whatever's necessary to maintain that identity. The strongest force in the human personality is this need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves. Once you lock in on that identity, your brain finds a way to keep you there. If you identify yourself in a new way and you own that every day, and that becomes the standard of how you live, you'll find the way to make that standard real. It all comes down to the inner game, my friends. Changing your life is a change in the inner game. The outside world you can't control, but you have absolute control over this one if you learn the dynamics of what shapes you. Instead of your goal is to lose 10 pounds, which is not compelling, what if your vision was to get back to my fighting weight? You know, this year, this month, this next 90 days, I'm going to transform my body. I'm going to take on a new challenge. I'm going to find some technique or strategy, there's a million of them, that can reframe myself where I'm going to feel younger, stronger, more vibrant than ever before. Here's my reasons: because I want the energy to really make my life work. Because it's tough out there and I want to be stronger than I've ever been before. Don't let this year be like last. And if last year was great, still don't let it be that way. Raise the standard. If your life is perfect and extraordinary, you darn well know you're not going to be happy unless you keep making it better. It's not what we get that makes us happy, it's who we become. The only thing that's going to make you happy, my friend, in this year or any other, is to step up. It's to raise the standard, it's to discover what you're capable of and feel that incredible power pushing through whatever's holding you back and get to the other side of more of your true self. That's what this game's all about. Michael Jordan, I remember I interviewed him years ago. And I said, what makes you the best in the world? Is it skill? Is it talent? Is it ability? Is it background? Is it training? He said, I didn't even make the high school basketball team my sophomore year. I was cut. What it is every day I demand more from myself than anybody else could possibly expect. I don't compete with other people. I compete with what I'm capable of. I don't negotiate with myself. Well, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'm going to do this. Or, let me wait 2 more minutes till I'm ready. There's none of that shit with me. I go, I say, we do. I'm not here to discuss this shit with my mind. There's mind and then there's soul and spirit. My soul fucking knows. And when I say jump, you fucking jump. I'm not here to have a discussion with you. Does it happen every year of my life? No. And when I find it's not working, and I step back up and condition it. How do you build a muscle? You don't build muscle because you were born with it. We're all born with muscle. But if it's developed, you trained it. And that means you had to find something that you valued more than your pain. You had to use your pain and say, I'm going to use it to become more.
If you were to write a book about your life and hand it to somebody, would that book change their life? If not, you better get the fucking work. Through self-discipline, through tons of repetition of the same thing that you don't want to do, you develop armor for your mind. Your mind's like, okay, we suffer every day. That's what we do. We do stuff that sucks every day, so then when the suck stuff comes, you're ready for it. You have to struggle. You have to struggle. The bigger the struggle, the bigger the peace. Wake up in the morning time and win the battle against yourself. If you think that you've given everything, you really haven't. If you have an excuse about my mom wasn't there, my dad wasn't there, I got bullied in school, I was fat, don't want to hear it. You have a lot more to give. Go out there and change the way you look at things. Change your attitude and make something negative into a positive.
It's usually not this big decision that you make. that impacts your life, it's really just a bunch of little decisions that you make that impact your life. When the alarm goes off in the morning, are you gonna get up or are you gonna roll over and sleep more? Then are you gonna go work out or are you gonna go watch TV? It's little decisions like that that put you on the right path. When you make your decision, make the right decision. If you got one of those days where your mind is being weak, shut your mind down. It gets no vote. Set up your gear, set up your weights, and do the work. Just do the work. Don't put it off till tomorrow. Don't voluntarily do anything tomorrow that you should be getting done today. Get it done today. Don't wait. Attack it, destroy it, and move on. Decide to be better. Decide to get better. Decide to get after.
I want to be the person that is the first person there and the last person to leave, because I think that the road to success is through commitment and through the strength to drive through that commitment when it gets hard. And it is going to get hard and you're going to want to quit sometimes, but it'll be colored by who you are and more who you want to be.
You can only have two things in life: reasons or results. Notice, reasons don't count.
When you're committed to an outcome, there are no excuses. There are no stories. There are no reasons not to achieve it. But if you're interested in an outcome, you will do what's convenient. You'll come up with excuses, stories, reasons to support your convenience desire. And so here's my question for you. Are you interested or are you committed?
As you think about this that you know you need to handle, what are you going to do? Write down 3 strong reasons on why you know you must take action. And be explicit and descriptive in your reasons, because your reasons have power. Your reasons will drive you. When you have doubt, when your faith becomes weak, your reasons will fortify your faith. When you have an inner conversation, say, no, don't do that. Your reasons will become your rod and your staff to comfort you, to take you through those challenging moments. And what you will find, that when you decide to act, when you decide to take life on, when you're stretching out, when you're taking life by the collar, and you know that what you're doing is right, it gives a special meaning and power to you. You'll begin to discover some things about you that you don't know you've got when you put yourself in that type of challenging situation.
It's all right to fail as long as you fail forward. But I need you to have heart, because there's some things you just can't get without perseverance. You gotta have heart, because sometimes you'll get hurt and you gotta be able to bounce back. You gotta be resilient. Sometimes you're gonna face obstacles. You might pass the test on the 4th try, not the 1st, not the 2nd, not the 3rd, and you gotta have the ability to get back up and act like you ain't never failed in the first place. Are you hearing me? If you would be willing to fight your way through it, if you would be willing to fight your way through this battle, fight your way through cancer, fight your way through that academic struggle, fight your way through divorce, fight your way through boxing, fight your way through football. If it was easy, everybody would do it. You gotta fight your way through it. You've gotten this far. If you was gonna quit, you should have quit a long time ago. You've come too far to quit now. You need to get a reward for it.
It's not about doing the occasional big things. It's about doing the consistent small things.
If you go to the gym and you work out and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing. And if you go to the gym the next day and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing. So clearly there's no results, can't be measured, it must not be effective. So we quit. Or if you fundamentally believe that this is the right course of action and you stick with it, you commit yourself to the regime, the exercise. If you stick with it consistently, I'm not exactly sure what day, but I know you'll start getting into shape. There's no event. It's an accumulation of lots and lots of little things that anyone by themselves is innocuous and useless. But if you do it consistently, and you do it in combination with lots of other little things, it's those little innocuous things that you do over and over and over and over that matter the most.
When you're consistently good, when you are consistently true to your word and to your values, when what you say and what you do consistently measures up, and that there's a sense of cohesion in your thoughts and your words and your actions and your questions. When all of it comes together in a consistent way, then all of a sudden the people say, I buy into that person.
What I did yesterday got me to where I am today. But what I did yesterday is not going to help me to stay where I am today. Do you understand me? You don't get out of life what you want. You get what you earn.
Here, this is an everyday gig. Every day is a Monday. Every day is a beginning, a new day, a new shot at life. An opportunity to come out of the gate like a man possessed and attack the day without mercy.
Every one of you in 5 years from now is going to arrive somewhere. Here's the thing. So many people, we just throw our lives up in the air and rely on chance and just hope it all works out. You don't have to throw your life up to chance. Your life can be a choice, and you can choose where you want to go the next 5 years and beyond.
You are powerful, and you are impactful, and you are in control.
Today, I'm putting the pressure on. I'm the aggressor. I'm on the attack. And I